Hello everyone, so today I'm gonna talk about the book I read before I survived. So this book I just read this evening, the whole book, and it's really interesting how it started and how it ends. My mom just bought me this whole, I don't know how it's called, but this whole types of book called I Survived. And it has the different types of things that you survive from. Example, the blizzard or the shark attack. It was born into different types of years. So the latest about is 2018 and I don't know how it called, and the oldest book was born from 74. It's a really long time that people goes back to it and then write a whole book like this. So today I'm gonna talk about I Survived, this book I just read. So there's a boy called John. He was born from Chicago. He used to be a city boy. He loved to be a city boy. He loved the city and he loved his friend there. He don't know how many friends he have in the city, like it's countless. But once he come to the farm, or I can say it's a high mountains, I think, from somewhere that it's only about over 20 families live there, so it's maybe a little hard to work and live there. So it's only 20 families live there. So you don't know why his family wants to move to the high mountains but not live in the city, because his parents cannot stand the way that, I don't know, it's crowded, the dark house, or I can say an apartment, a dark apartment, and they live there not quite like the city, and his parents quite like the country more, so they moved to, I have to find it because I don't know its name. His parents moved from Chicago to I don't know, from Dakota territory. So it's a place that far away from Chicago, and they had to travel around 7 days, or I can say 1 week, and they travel by, I don't know, by train, or they can travel by boat. They did travel by train and boat. Next thing, they heard about, like, when it becomes to the winter, it's gonna be really cold, and there gonna be bad blizzards happening in the Dakota, and it started to frighten John a little bit because he's used to be living in Chicago, and it's a little cold, but not really the cold of the blizzard, so he don't know what it's like. And the first blizzard he had gotten from, it's a little unforgettable for him, because it's the first blizzard that he ever had to go through. So it's gonna be a bad winter next year. And do you know why the parents want to live in the farm but not have money? Because the government, or I can say the president of the America, say if someone live in that town for 5 years, that land will be theirs. So they move to the Dakota, like that's a dream come true. So they move right away. They sell everything they can sell. But like his parents really love the fresh air of the country, so they moved there. They not really like the crowded city on there. So the next thing they moved there, his father, or I can say John's father, built their family's house from dirt. But not by something that can keep it in one place, or it cannot be used for a long time, and it's not called a house. John's family have to squeeze together from their kitchen, not their kitchen, a table, and a bed they can barely fit in. A princess, a cows called princess live there too, and chickens lays eggs live there too, and they barely fit in the house, or I can say home. They barely fit in the home, so they had to squeeze together. Imagine your bed is 4 feet. Their bed is only 1.5 feet, I think. So it's really gonna be epic. I love the way that John, I don't know, go hunting with his father, because I always like thought about what happens if you go hunt, but the other, like bears, tigers, lions hunt you back. So you're not gonna be happy when you go hunting with your father or grandfather. Next thing, as you know, I just said that he has many countless friends in the city, but when he come here, it's not really a school, it's just a room that could barely fit 15 students there. It's all type of ages, like 5 along with 10, 10 along with 15. So there are only him and the other 3 students that were his age. I don't know how old was he, but it's only him and 3 other students called Rex, Peters, and let me see, where probably, I don't know, it's around here somewhere. It's called Rex, Peter, and Sven. Rex, Peter, and Sven. And after they've been friendly to John, but John he don't know his feelings, and he doesn't know his feelings, and he acted up a little bit. He ignored them. Rex and the other ignore him. I don't know, and him don't know. He don't know too. Next thing, they met again, they talked again, and they were talking about king rattlesnakes. Like, you know rattlesnakes, right? It's a huge snake that I can say that it's a little huge, about 10 to 20 feet, that huge. So king rattlesnake at that time is 20 feet, and it you like your room is 4 feet, or I don't know, 4 feet is a little small, isn't it? Like you is 5 feet, example, but the rattlesnakes, the giant rattlesnakes can be about over 20 feet tall, 20 feet long. So and Rex and others tell that they're gonna be Rex find the rattlesnake's den, and he tell his friend Pierce and Span, and John happens to be near them, so he heard what they were talking about. So they caught John looking up at them, and they come and asked wanna come. John shakily said, "Comes where?" and said, "To hunt rattlesnakes, king rattlesnakes, I can say." And John like really wanted to say no thanks, but he imagined that what kind of feelings that it would have been to have a friend. And Rex, Peters, and Barnes were looking at him like in a hopeful way that he would come, and he cannot resist it, so he said, "Yes, sure, I would love to come." Next, it's Sunday, and you know Sunday, right? It's gonna be my best days too, and it's Johnson's best day of the week too, because he has no school to come. And they tell the others of his friends told John that they will meet in the afternoon. So he talked with his parents, and he said that he will go fishing with his new friends, and then he started to shaking up, and he not really wanted to eat it. It's hard to swallow it all to his stomach. So he goes all green from his face. It goes pale all over the legs, the arms, and everywhere. So his mom asked, "Are you okay, John?" And he said, "Yes, I'm okay," because if he not, he don't, he didn't say, if he didn't say he was okay, he had to swallow one of his mom medicine, and you know medicine, right? It's not gonna be a sweet flavor because it's gonna be sour, I think, and a little disgusting, yucky. I don't like drink medicine, and so does him. Next, in the afternoon, he go quickly, and he waits by the river that his friends told him to stay and waiting for him there. And then his friend come, and before that he found I don't know, a things that you can shoot from. So I just call it something that's a shotgun. I can say it's a shotgun. And then he found some shotguns in under the leaves that it's shiny, and it attracted him. So he just burrowed out, and he found a shotgun there, and they went all hunting. Peters had three mice in his bags, and he go to the dance. He went to the dance with Rex that had found the rattlesnake's den, and then Rex said, put the mice down, and Pierce put the mice down. So after that, after the day they got to the Rattlesnakes then it had been a week since they planning to do something, and they always snickering or they always whispering to each other because they wanted to keep it as a secret. If they hunted the snakes, the rattlesnake, it's gonna be an epic surprise for everyone in their towns, and they wanted to keep it as a surprise. The next week, I think Monday or Tuesday, they went back to the dance, and then here they are. They're talking. They keep they kept quiet for a few minutes, and then they whispering. After they whispering, they bickering about what is the most famous candies in the candy shop, and they talking about girls at school. Everyone like Emmy's, everyone like Maya, and then they started to talk really loud, and the rattlesnakes comes out. You know the sound of the rattlesnakes and the snake pythons. You know it, what the sound coming like, and it's gonna be a long as that him and his friends heard from a long time. It's a 20 giant feet tall longs, and it freaks them out. They just stay frozen. And there's a river next to them, and then the rattlesnake seems like staring right at John, and he put a step backward, and the river swallowed him hard that he could barely move his body. And then I don't know, he started like grabbing into some kinds of trees, or I can say some bushes. He started to grab the bushes, even though it hurts him, and his finger is all bloody. So he grabbing it, and then it's not gonna hurt him from some kind of that. It's just that he's scared of the rattlesnakes, and then he not gonna be alive. It's not gonna be some out skinned pain. It's gonna be a dying, I think, a dying from his funeral. So he had to keep alive. And then he started to thinking that what if he alive, and then his friends started to dislike him because they will think that he run away, and he's scared of everything because he a city boy. But no, his friend was worried about him, and like asked him, "Are you okay? We've been worried about you." So if it was me, I will start crying because I thought about the scary way, like the dark side but not the bright side. So you gonna think that your friends is bad, right? So today I'm gonna talk about half of the book, and the next video I will talk about the half of it again. Thanks for watching. Bye.